What is up, you guys? My name is Jessica Hancock. I am the Director of Technology and Innovation at Keller Williams San Diego North Inland. And today we're going to show you how you can get set up on Command and make sure that you're getting prepped for success. So we know that Command has a ton of resources and there are so many things to learn on it, and it can be a little bit overwhelming at first. But hopefully this series will actually let you see all of the basic steps to at least get set up so you can have the best experience possible on Command. Now, before we even dive into it, there are going to be some prerequisites that I just wanted to go ahead and say. I just want to say the best browser to use with Command is going to be Google Chrome. This is because we have a partnership with Google, so Command is actually a Google-based website. And it uses their cloud service. So make sure that you download Google Chrome onto your computer or desktop, and you'll have a much better user experience, trust me. The second thing is I also wanted to point out that I wouldn't necessarily go into Google Chrome and use your regular browser. This is because over time, your browser actually collects cookies and also cache files. Now, what these are is it's little tracking codes, and then the cache files are actually little bits of data and images that save over time that helps websites load faster the next time you visit. Now, the problem with Command is since Command is getting constant updating so we can better improve the system, sometimes those cache files actually overwrite. So there's a couple things that you can do. So you can either, one, clear out your cookies and cache files, and that's really simple. All you have to do is on your keyboard, just click Control-Shift-Delete, and it will bring up your settings and bring up this clear browsing history pop-up for you. Now, the only thing that you need to check off is just the cookies and cache files. You don't need to clear out your browsing history unless you want to. And then again, this isn't going to clear out any of your saved passwords. This is just going to clear the background data. So one thing that we do want to change though is if you haven't done this before, the time range will actually say last hour. Just make sure to hit that drop down and go to all time and go ahead and hit that clear data. Now, depending on how many times you do this, it may take longer or shorter, depending on how often you do this. And mine's giving me a little bit of issues. Usually when you clear your data, it actually refreshes all of your pages, so it'll actually sign you out of most websites. Now, if you do end up doing that, great. Sometimes it will take several minutes, so just make sure it goes completely until you see that pop-up disappear. Now, the other way that you can do it, and I would still definitely recommend using this feature, is go into an incognito window. Now, what this does is it actually gives you a very clean browser. So it doesn't have any cookies and it doesn't have any cache files associated with this window. It's completely clear, so any brand new update to Command is going to load very quickly. So to do that, you can go up to the top right of your browser where you see the three dots. And then the third option down is a new incognito window. You'll know that it's opening up because it's going to be black and you'll see this little detective with glasses on. So really great news if you open that up. And then if you do like shortcut keys on your keyboard, it is Control-Shift-N. Now to log into Command, now that we're done with that pre-setup work, to log in, we're going to go to agent.kw.com. and it's going to bring you to the login page. Now, your login's pretty simple. If you haven't logged in before, it's going to be your regular KW username and password. And if you're a brand new associate, just look for that new associate login email that KW sent to you directly, and you'll actually see a randomized password that's actually assigned to you. And I can show you in a later video how you can go ahead and reset that. Now, just go ahead and log in as normal. And here is the front of Command. Now I'll minimize my window just a little bit just so you can see better, but this is the main dashboard, and they've actually done quite a bit of tuning and different features in this dashboard. You can see real quickly that you have a task list right here, and this is actually a live preview based off of the task list that we're seeing on the left-hand side. but this will actually give you a very clear view of what you need to do for the day. Also on the right of that, you'll see any design updates. And this is pretty cool because it'll actually show you what brand new designs are new to the designs system. And if you haven't been in there, definitely dive in. I can include a link that can show you exactly where to find and start designing your own flyers and also social media posts. Then just moving down, we also have our goals versus actual widget. And this is pretty cool because you can actually set up your own goals within the system, and it'll actually automatically calculate based off of the activities that you're entering, and then also the opportunities that you're entering, how close you are to making your actual gross goal for the year. Now on the right hand side as well, we also have any product updates as well. So this is really nice to know what's new in Command. It'll show you all of the new stuff coming out. And then you'll see that there's a toggle option right here. So if we click on what's new, you'll also see what's next. And right now they don't really have anything updated on this site, so you can just stay on what's new. Then scrolling down to the bottom, you'll see a database health comparison. And this is actually pretty fun because based off of the contact information that you've entered into your contacts, it'll actually compare it to other agents databases within the market center, within your production level, and then also within the state as well. So if you see on this drop down, we're just doing our market center, and we can go to in the state. We can also go to just all agents in general in the company, and then also people within my production bracket, and then also people above my production bracket as well. So really cool things, just comparing yourself to other agents and how they're utilizing their database. There's also a notepad here, so anything that you want to keep, you can go ahead and write that down below. Now, just moving on through the dashboard as well, on the top, you'll actually see 3 different options. And you'll actually only have 2 because this is a leadership option for me, but you'll have Command and then also Connect. And KW Connect is one of our remaining websites that are still being transferred over into Command. But KW Connect is a great resource to get in touch with other agents within the company, and then also see any videos and also documents that they're willing to share as well. So really great to go through that. Then on the left-hand side, we have all of our different applets for Command as well. And you'll actually see at the top left, we have a red KW. If you click on that, it actually opens up all of the titles for those applets. So if you ever wanted to know at a glance which one you're clicking on, that's a great way to do it. And you can turn that off by just clicking it back as well. Now, we won't go through all of the applets today just because it's going to be a broad overview of Command, but go ahead and click through these, start exploring, and then of course there will be other videos going through all of these different applets that you can use. Now, going above on the top header as well, if you are a part of a team, you will have a select team drop down that you can go ahead and select. And then we also have the marketplace right here as well. And if you click on that, it'll open up a new window for you. But these are really great because these are other connections with other technology companies that you can create within Command. So definitely go through this and take a look, but there's a ton of different things that you can go ahead and connect in to your system, and everything will be in one place. And then right next to that storefront marketplace, you also have a little bell icon. And this bell icon is going to be your notification system. So anytime that you have a notification, you'll actually see that red dot next to it, where you can then go ahead and click and see whatever new notifications you may have. And then anytime you dismiss and clear out your notifications, that red dot will disappear. Then at the far right, you'll see a question mark right here for you. And if we click on that, we have a few different options. So we are a very learning-based community. So this is going to be really great if you have some questions that can be very easily answered. The first link in here is KW University. If we click on that, it'll actually give you some help articles on different parts of the system, which is really nice. So if I ever wanted to learn how to create a contact, I can just type in contact, into the search bar. And then there's my add a contact where I can then go ahead and click. And it shows me a walkthrough of how to do that step by step and how to fill out that contact for 100%. So that's a really great link for you to use if you had very simple questions that you wanted answered. If you ever ran into a bug or needed extra assistance from KW, there's also a chat with support as well. And this is pretty cool because you can go ahead, and for some reason it's not opening up quite yet. Let's just go ahead and refresh the page. Sometimes that helps. There we go. And for the first time, there will be a bot that's going to help you out. If you ever needed to get into touch with someone in real life, all you have to do is just click on this Get in Touch button. And then from there, it'll ask you if you want to leave a message or actually do a live chat. If you did want to do that live chat option, it'll go ahead and already populate your name and email. If you want to put in your phone number, you can, but then go ahead and start typing in what you need help with, and then it will let you know where you are in the queue as well. So that's a really great feature if you ever needed some additional help, especially if your system is acting a little bit buggy. They want to know about that right away. So definitely submit through there if you can. And the very last option within that question mark is post an idea. So this is where KW gets all of the ideas where they get to implement all of the different systems in Command. So everything that you're seeing within Command was brought up by an agent, and it was upvoted by different associates until it got to the point where it needed implementation. So this is a really great way to show what you need done in the system, and as long as you have a few friends who can help you upvote that suggestion, you'll actually see it come live into Command as we speak. So definitely click on that, view the different posts in there already, and it's going to be a really great way of getting the different types of features and also systems that you want to see in your CRM. So now that we've done a complete overview of the dashboard, what we're going to do is we're actually going to start connecting some of our outside applications. Now, in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to click on our name, that's at the top right, and we're going to go into the settings right here. Now, once we're here, you'll actually get right to the connected apps page. Now, this is really important because it's going to help you out quite a bit in the long run if you want everything connected correctly. So go through the list and see what you have available. You'll see here is Office 365. So if your email is based out of Outlook, you can go ahead and connect it there. You can also connect Twitter. There's also Facebook as well, where you can do some post scheduling. Down in the productivity, you'll actually see Google Calendar, and this is really important for your clients as well. But as soon as you connect that application, anytime that they recognize that you have a calendar event with a contact, it'll actually add them into their timeline, which we can do an overview in another video. The next thing is Gmail as well. So if you utilize Gmail, especially the KW email, which is actually powered by Google, go ahead and connect that over. What it'll do is anytime that there's email communication with a specific contact, it'll add them to their specific timeline so you can really see what type of communications you've had with that client. And then moving on, we also have Facebook as well, more Twitter, and then Google AdWords. So this is going to be for those who do like just posting on social media and doing paid ads. This is going to be really helpful for you guys later down the line. And then down below, just double check. If you do have MailChimp, you can connect this. But there's also Command Email. Now, Command Email, you actually get up to 5,000 emails per month within the system, and this is getting worked out even more so it can be more user-friendly. But if you click on this Manage, it's going to be the default no matter what. Just double check your agent displayed name, and then also the reply to email. If for any reason that reply to email is incorrect, just click on that drop down and go ahead and add a custom email. See if your other emails are within this list, but if not, go ahead and add a custom email and we'll go ahead and add it in. And then if for any reason you send more than 5,000 emails per month, but still want to utilize the email subscription within the system, all you have to do is just hit manage subscription. It'll go ahead and open that up for you. And then you can see the pricing for going up to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, or even more. So that's also a really great thing to know. But go through the list and go ahead and connect things. PieSync is also a really great one to connect. So I'll go ahead and show details and connect more. But you can go ahead and start syncing different databases and then also different programs into Command. So it'll actually transfer contacts across if you didn't want to do a full import. So I actually have my Google Contacts connected to mine. So anytime that I add in a contact into Command, it's going straight into my Google Contacts. And since I have an Android phone, which is powered by Google, all of my contacts in Command are automatically being transferred to my phone. So I never have to enter it into my phone even once. And then I do have a two-way sync going on. So anytime that I enter a new contact into my phone, it's automatically going into Command for me. So that's a really great thing about PieSync, is that it's just connecting different applications together and really syncing across. You can do the same thing for iCloud. It does actually have quite a few instructions. So make sure that you're reading through that carefully, just because they're pretty specific. But that's a really great way of making sure that all of your contacts are getting into your phone and vice versa into Command as well. But if you have other applications that you want to connect, especially like BombBomb, you can also connect MailChimp if you use that as well. You can make sure that both of those systems are up to date as far as what contacts you have and what emails you want to send out. And again, you do get one free connection in PieSync. If you did want to do more, I believe it's 50% off for every other one that you want in the system. That's our KW discount. And then we do have a DocuSign account, and this is completely free, you guys. So make sure that you get that connected. If you don't have a DocuSign account already, that's really easy. All you have to do, I'll just disconnect for a second. But you just connect account, and you can see that it'll automatically put in your preferred first name and last name and your preferred email. All you have to do is just send that registration email, and then you're just looking for that confirmation, and it'll take you to the account setup process. So really easy, and it's absolutely free for you guys. If you guys want a tutorial on that, we do have tons of videos that can help you on that as well. Now, the last thing we want to do before even going further is we want to go ahead and fill out our marketing profile. Now, the marketing profile is really important because it'll actually pull all of your information for your website and then also your consumer app as well. So it's going to be the one place that you want to try to keep up to date as much as possible. So since we're already in the settings, we're just going to go to the left-hand side where we have a few more menu options. And we're going to go into Connect Settings. And then you'll see that the marketing profile is that only option in that dropdown. But what we're going to do is just go ahead and fill out all of the required fields. So putting in your headshot, and one thing that I would recommend for the headshot, make sure that it's a square format so it doesn't stretch it weirdly. If it's in a rectangle, it may make you look a little bit wider than normal. If you do have a team logo, you can go ahead and upload that already. And then going down the line, just fill out your first name, last name, put in your agent ID. And with the agent ID, you don't need to put the DRE number in front of it. Just make sure that it's just the numerical numbers, and it will go ahead and format correctly on your website and also your app. If you have a team name, go ahead and put it in. Your professional title, you're a realtor, with that registered symbol. A really easy way to get that registered symbol is if you do Alt 0174 on your keyboard and release, you'll get that registered symbol very easily. Any designations or credentials, if you have an MBA, REO assistant, anything like that, make sure to put it in. And then I would definitely suggest putting in a bio. This is going to be really important for your consumer app and then also your website as well, where it's actually required. So make sure that you're at least putting in a couple sentences right here. But it could be anything from what you've been doing for the past few years, to provide excellent customer service, and then also put in something a little bit personal about your life, just so you can tie everything together and build more relationships. Then scrolling down, put in your actual contact information, so your mobile phone, your office phone, those can be exactly the same if you want to. And then for the Market Center logo, make sure that you're putting that in. And if you need the KW logos, you can go to kwconnect.com. And then under resources, just go to marketing. And then logos is going to be the very first option. And then once you're here, you can scroll down a little bit. If you did want the San Diego North Inland ones, you can just start typing in San Diego. And here we are. You can go ahead and download all different versions of that logo. Or if you scroll down more, you do have these standardized logos that you can go ahead and utilize. Just make sure for that Market Center logo, you're at least using the full logo. You cannot use the informal ones for that specific spot. And then make sure to fill out that Market Center information. I would definitely pause this video and just take a screenshot if you need to, or just go ahead and keep this open, so you have all that information. And then same thing with the legal footer right here. Make sure to have all that information. And again, just pause this video, fill it out, and that's going to be really helpful. And then going down, you'll have the legal footers. You actually don't need to upload anything right here in the state of California, so you're good there. And then you can add in your social media profiles. So if you did want to, just make sure go and click on your actual profile before putting this in, or your actual business page. Make sure that's open up completely. And then from there, make sure that you're copying the entire URL. So you want to make sure that you're grabbing that HTTPS at the very beginning, because that will actually help you take your URL much better. And then if you are familiar with Facebook Pixels or Google Analytics, you can go ahead and put in your tracking IDs in there as well. And then mine's not popping up because I'm not an agent, but luckily for you, you'll actually see your KW app link right there as well. If you're not, just make sure to go to our Agent Sites 101 and you'll actually find that link very easily. But once you're done, go ahead and hit the save button. Make sure that you're getting this pop-up saying that your marketing profile was successfully saved. If you're not, make sure that you're opening up in an incognito window. I can't stress that enough, but sometimes if you're not, you won't receive this pop-up, and a lot of the times all of your information will disappear. So make sure that you're doing that ahead of time. And then that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you a full preview of what you can do with the system. And make sure that you're really trying to get all of this done, because it's going to help you in the long run for sure. But let me know if you have any questions, and make sure to scroll through my YouTube channel. It's going to have a bunch of tutorials to help you get started and what you need to know and best practices for each of the systems. But I hope you guys have a great day and happy command.